catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch where he's gonna step. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Icing.
Welcome CFSL fans to another amazing night of rivalry week 8 action. We got number 2 ranked Illinois coming into Chapel Hill to take on the UNC Tar Heels. I'm Colton Powell, alongside my broadcast partner Andrew Anderson. And Andrew, we had an amazing game before this one. What are you expecting to see in this one?
You know, I hope to see something similar, but we'll just have to wait and see. You know, I love games that provide fireworks at the end of the game.
It definitely was some fireworks in that Syracuse and Penn State game. And with Illinois, they got a couple of players on record watch tonight. Nora Royale only needs one passing touchdown to tie Shoemate for the single-season school record, and a couple of other records, as we'll get into those later in the game, as UNC will start off with the football. Price drops back, throws it to the flat, and is tackled in the backfield as Shake is tackled for a 1-yard loss to be 2nd and 11. And a nice play there to start the game. It's number 24, Bill Bass, with a nice TFL. Price in a 2-by-2 look. Drops back. Fires it over the middle of the field in a dangerous territory as Jackson Brooks able to hold on to that one. Picks up 9 yards. It'd be 3rd and 2. And Andrew, these uniforms from UNC, they're looking really clean.
Yeah, honestly, I like the whatever tone of blue that is with the white. I really love that I really love those uniforms.
And that one's almost picked off by Joe Beatty. And that one's going to be a 3 and out for the Tar Heels. And Andrew, Illinois, they're going to get the football. This offense, really this team has looked unstoppable all season long, coming in undefeated. They win, they can hold on to the number 2 seed. They lose to UNC, however, that will drop them quite far in the rankings.
Yeah, I mean, it would suck to see Illinois drop in the rankings. They are, like you said, one of the best teams in the league. And for UNC, if they could get the win here, that would really help sway the voters in their favor.
As Josiah Henry gets a nice rush up the middle, gets a nice 2 yards, 2nd and 8. And a bunch look. Fires a quick pass to the sideline as Thomas Banks gets a nice 4-yard reception and be 3rd and 4. Two-by-one look. Royal drops back, fires a screen pass to Henry. Nice block, sheds 1 tackle, tries to shed another 15-yard reception. 1st and 10 for the Illini.
Yeah, last week Josiah Henry had 27 for 177 and 3 touchdowns. Look forward to seeing him have another big game tonight.
Yeah, trying to have another big game. He has had a outstanding season for the senior. Gonna suck to not see him play after this season. As a handoff toss to the right side, Henry trying to find some wiggle room, gets 2 yards to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Illinois looking to get Henry involved early in the game, which is going to be good for them. And Twitch update for you: a 32-yard touchdown pass to Justin Sharpless. Tennessee goes up 7-0 over on Twitch with 7:28 in the first.
Tennessee going up early over Kentucky, as they're in their rivalry game as well. As Henry stopped short, it is 3rd and 5. They've already converted 1 3rd down. Can they do it again? 2-by-1 look. Another screenplay on 3rd down. over to Henry, has some room and steps out of bounds, able to get 6 yards and the first down. And what a play call on third down.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like Josiah Henry is going to be the key to this offensive production tonight for Illinois.
Definitely, as this UNC defense is all over these run plays. Henry manages to get 5 yards on that run, and it'll be 2nd and 5. 2-by-1 look. Royal drops back, fires a quick pass with pressure incoming, and sheds one tackle as Thomas Banks picks up the first down.
Yeah, way to get the first down there by Banks. He's having himself a good season too. 57 for 592 and 2 touchdowns on the year so far.
And Royal is also having a fantastic season for the freshman as another handoff up the middle to Henry. Gets 7 yards that time. A great run. Henry starting to heat up early in this game. 5 rushes, 19 yards.
Yeah, like you brought up, Royal having a good year. 24 touchdowns, only to 5 interceptions. That's a really good ratio on it for a freshman.
And a handoff to Bucko Bonds, the backup halfback, as Archie gets a nice TFL in the backfield. And Royal, probably one of the heavy favorites in the CFSL for freshman of the year. He's just been unstoppable on an unstoppable offense. Going to see how the rest of this game goes for him as a handoff to Henry. Sheds one tackle, breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
That is a grown man running. If you want to bring him down, you do not go chest level. You got to go for his legs.
And he needs to go for the legs as Stevens in chat says, I think Banks might have just broke or tied this season Illinois record for catches. And just got confirmed that he needs 2 to break it. So we are on record watch for Banks. He only needs 2 total. So we'll see if he gets it. And that's Henry's 16th touchdown. And Andrew, UNC down early in this football game, about midway left to go in this first quarter. What are you looking to see?
You know, honestly, if I'm North Carolina, I would look to get Rocco Rambo involved. I've heard his name throughout the league as one of the top running backs in the league. Getting him involved, and then Cooper Wiersma, or the number 11, their wide receiver.
Yeah, you're trying to get everyone involved, and Kevin Price trying to pick this team back up and improve on the season that he has been having. And Steven says he has 2 already, and so he broke it. That is true. So congrats to Banks for breaking that record as Price sheds one tackle, has some room in front, tries to shed another. First down for the Tar Heels, 16 yards for Kevin Price.
I think it's very rare to see a quarterback just shove a defensive lineman off of him to get when he takes off running.
And Kevin Price, he's used his legs well. 103 carries, 448 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Hasn't been too effective through the air, so we're going to see a lot more running hopefully tonight as a handoff to Rocco Rambo for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. King of Roses, the QB1 here for UNC, doing well. Handoff and a dangerous pass over the middle from Price, and is knocked away, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it seems like North Carolina is having better luck on the ground than they are through the air right now.
I'm starting to see that as that one's thrown to the sideline, and that was picked off. A dangerous pass and picked off for number 23, Blake Davis, and they get the ball back to Illinois.
What a play there by number 23, Davis, on the sideline to make sure you got at least 1 foot down in bounds on that interception. And got a Twitch update for you. A 33-yard field goal for Kentucky as they trail 7-3 with 4:46 left in the first.
Yeah, still a lead over on for Tennessee. As a quick pass over the middle on a slant route. It's Ace Shepard for 17 yards and a first down for the Illinois.
It seems like early on in some of these games that the underdogs are showing up and coming out to play.
Well, Illinois is definitely not the underdog in this game. Tennessee is, however. They're trying to do whatever they can to get their first win, and what I believe is over 30 losses in a row, spanning over multiple seasons. So trying to end that long losing streak. As a quick pass over, and that is thrown to Xavier Thomas. His first catch of the night, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Royal now spreading the ball out, finally starting to show off that arm a little bit.
Showing off the arm. He's done that well tonight, and that is another great pass. Thomas Banks gets 12 yards, trying to continue the record-breaking season he's had. 1st and 10 for Illinois.
And yet another Twitch update so quickly. A 20-yard pick six for Manti Delano as Kentucky takes a 10-7 lead with 4:23 in the first.
And then Kentucky gaining the lead over in that game over Tennessee. And Royale having himself a night, 8 for 8 so far. And it is 2nd and 3. 3-by-1 look. Pressure incoming. A double out route. He gets tackled quickly, and that's Thomas Banks. 6 yards and a first down for Illinois.
Illinois seems not to be having a problem moving the ball against this North Carolina defense. So we'll have to see if they can keep it up.
And they're going to have to bring a little bit more pressure. This offense is just tough to stop, and that's one way to do it. Josiah Henry tackled in the backfield. Brantford Winston with a TFL, and it'll be 2nd and 12 for Illinois. Second and 12. I formation. Play action. Throws it wide open. Tries to get in the end zone. Just short is Todd Wood. 18 yards, and it looks like he was about a pinky length away from getting in the end zone.
From here, it looked like that ball did cross the plane, but the refs think otherwise.
Yeah, it is a pinky length away, literally so close. And we might see a handoff to Henry up the middle. And they're going to pass it. Throws it wide open. Ace Shepard, touchdown, Illinois.
Wow, that's insane. They just flashed Royale's stat line, 11 for 11 so far in this game. That is an insane start to a game.
It's an insane start. We've seen plenty of these throughout this season over the course of this 8 weeks that we have had so far in the league. And now with that touchdown pass, Royale is tied for the most touchdowns in a single season in Illinois history. For a single season, tying Shoemate. He only needs one more and he'll be sole leader of that record. And Rocco Rambo with a nice return. And his defense for the Fighting Illini has been stout and outstanding. Only holding UNC to 28 yards and a turnover already. UNC gonna have to look to take control of the football and try and figure out a way to move it down the football field. Play action from Price, throws a deep pass downfield. Wide open is a receiver. He has one man to beat. Tiptoe tackled as Jackson Brooks, 60 yards, first down, UNC.
That was a nice ball there by Kevin Price, just to trust his receiver to get open and hit him in stride. And there for a minute, I thought he was going to get away, but he got shoestring tackle there at the end. Quick update for you over on Twitch. Another pick six. This time, Biff Beardsley gets the pick six for Kentucky as they now lead 17-7 with 3:34 in the first quarter.
2 pick sixes early in that game as RPO here from UNC, and not much room to run as Shake gets tackled for -3, and it'll be 2nd and 13. Yeah,
this was just excellently read by Illinois. They the linebackers started moving as Shake came over the middle, or Shake came across the formation, and just what way to play for Illinois.
2-by-1 look, tight end in motion. A little bit of triple option. Price is hit hard and able to get to the line of game. Blake Davis with a huge hit.
Yet another Twitch update for you. A strip sack scoop and score for Heinrich Kane. Kentucky now up 24-7 in the first quarter with 3:25 left to go.
3 turnovers and a tight window. John Keane, touchdown, UNC.
Yeah, that was a nice ball there by Kevin Price. Just found his man, found the little window that Price had, and was just able to get it in there, and good ball there.
Yeah, it was thrown in a tight window as the King of Roses gets them up and only down 1 score now with 1:23 left to go in this first quarter. As Illinois is up 14, UNC has 7, and Illinois they've moved the ball with utmost efficiency. Andrew, what do you want to see from this UNC defense to try and stop their dual threat attack?
If I'm UNC, I know it sounds bad, but it seems like Josiah Henry is their #1 guy on offense. If I'm UNC, I stack the box and trust my defensive back and linebackers to drop back into coverage.
I definitely want to see some as pressure incoming. Royal sacked in the backfield. Destiny Buss with her first sack of the night.
And she just tied the TFL record at UNC with that sack.
And 3rd most in school history. She only needs 1 more to be sole place for 3rd most. We have a lot of records here tonight. And a quick pass out of bounds from Royal, and that one's thrown wisely out of bounds to be 3rd in a country mile.
Yeah, UNC, they just got to keep bringing the pressure, throw different looks at Royal, and make him try to adjust.
Royal drops back, pressure incoming, it's on the ground, fumble, and a big man gets the football. And that's the turnover that they needed here for UNC.
UNC just brought the house, and waiting, number 35 there with the strip sack. Way to go there, UNC.
And Stanford gets the strip sack. Number 99, Branford Winston with the recovery, and they're now inside the Pinkville Sports red zone. And a read option here from Price. He gets the first down, 11 yards. He only needs 1 touchdown to be in his sole record of first place for the most single season rushing touchdowns in school history. So we'll see if he can secure that this game.
I think if he would have bounced that run to the outside there, he would have had a touchdown
And he gets it. 5-yard touchdown. Kevin Price, have yourself a season, and you have the sole leader for most rushing yards in a single season. PT is up, and it is good, and we have a tie ball game, folks. 14 apiece with 37 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and it has been all UNC here lately, as it looked like they were going to struggle to stop this offense, and a turnover goes their way, and it is tied. And Andrew, after that turnover, it's going to be tough to see how Illinois is going to approach this next drive.
Yeah, if I'm the Fighting Illini here, you know, like we keep bringing up, you got to get Josiah Henry more involved, and you know, you got to get one of your best tight end or receivers on the team, Jessica Stevens, involved early too, to get her and Josiah Henry both going.
And definitely both of them have been key for their undefeated season they've had so far, as we got ourselves a ball game. Play action from Royal. Fires, and that one's almost picked off. Craig Smith had the end zone on his mind and just couldn't reel that one in. 3rd and 7. Royal drops back, fires deep pass down the field, and almost picked off again. Craig Smith with his 2nd deflection in a row, and a punt here for Illinois.
This could, if UNC ends up scoring on this drive, this would be 21 unanswered points by UNC in the first 2 quarters.
And definitely as a great return from Rocco Rambo to end this first quarter, and we got ourselves a ball game tied 14-14. Illinois and UNC going into the 2nd quarter. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube.
And we got a Twitch update for you here. A 14-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Davis. Kentucky up 31-7 with 50 seconds left in the first.
And that one's thrown from Kevin Price to Jackson Brooks. 3-yard reception. Make sure you throws up the 2s in chat as we've entered the 2nd quarter. Price, not the greatest start on this game. He's picked it up just a bit. And another looked like a little read option as they hand off to Rocco Rambo. Not able to get anything, barely able to get to the line of scrimmage as Dion Remy gets a nice tackle. Will be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, right now both defenses are showing up to play. This could turn from a offensive game to a defensive game.
And the ball's on the ground once again, this time for Illinois. And that is a turnover that they need to get the momentum back in their favor. And what a hit to force the ball free, and they're going to review it. We'll see if he was down. And it looked like he was down by contact, so this one should get back in favor. We'll save them the turnover
his knee
on the
is
stat
down.
sheet. And it is reversed, so the ball will go back to UNC, but they will still have to punt the football for his 4th and 5. Could have been a costly mistake, and would have gave Illinois very great field position, as now they'll receive it right at the 20 and get to around the 35-yard line. Christopher Gentry gets a nice return.
Yeah, I like the approach from both offenses. They're kind of keeping it an even 50-50 with running and passing the ball.
And definitely 50-50 as a handoff to Josiah Henry, and he's tackled quickly. Gets to the line of scrimmage as Destiny Butts gets herself another tackle. Will be 2nd and 10. Two-by-one look, pressure incoming from UNC. Tight end in motion. A little bit of a speed option, and he has room to run. No one's going to catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Royal.
That was Josiah Henry, not Royal.
For some reason, it said Royal on the bottom of the screen. I so apologize, as that was Henry, and he had no one around. And that looked like it was a forward pitch behind the line. Surprised that one wasn't called, so that one was a pass. That kind of confused me just a bit. As now Illinois going to go up 21-14, 7-point ball game. Rocco Rambo is going to get a nice return, 25 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for UNC.
Yeah, if you're UNC, you got to look to get Rocco Rambo involved here on this drive.
Definitely going to look to get him involved, and they'll give it to him early on this drive, trying to shed that first initial tackle, and gains his way to 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. And actually, with that pass from Royal, he is now the sole leader of the Illinois single-season touchdown record over Shoemate, so congrats to him. Maybe 1st and 10 for UNC. Handoff up the middle to Rocco Rambo, 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's crazy. Royal's only a freshman, and he already broke that record.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the freshman have an outstanding season. As a handoff to Rocco Rambo, met in the backfield as Brian Andrews gets himself a TFL. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, good player rec here by the Illinois defense. Now you gotta just hope your safeties and your corners can hold UNC.
And definitely, as Price throws a quick pass, and a great one indeed, as John King gets 24 yards. 1st down, UNC. Price trying to get himself a little bit more consistent in this football game. Three by one look. Price drops back, fires on a deep look out route to Debo Banks, gets himself 3 yards, his 1st catch of the night, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Price is just doing anything and everything he can to try to get himself into a rhythm so he can forget about the mistakes his offense has made.
And another quick pass over the middle is Debo Banks once again, getting his 3rd and 1 on a little shake and bake to get open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and then after that, he just gets lit up by Brian Andrews.
Yeah, Brian Andrews laid the hammer, and it's 3rd and 1. So far, 50% on 3rd down for UNC. And a 2 by 1 look, tight end in the backfield. Rocco Rambo in motion. Handoff up the middle, and he gets the 1st down. 3 yards, and it was just enough for UNC.
Yeah, carried a man with him there to get the 1st down.
And carried him for an extra couple of yards. Rambo had himself a night. Play action thrown over the middle, and that's Debo Banks with another catch, 5 yards this time. It'll be 2nd and 5. As Kevin Price getting himself more consistent with better accuracy as the game goes on. 10 for 14. Price drops back, fires in the end zone, touchdown, Jalen Shake, and it is 12 for 12 yards in a tied football game.
Amazing ball there by Kevin Price to lead his receiver into an open area and give his receiver the chance to turn upfield and get in the end zone there.
It has been a ball game back and forth. The score has gone, and Illinois has a chance to answer back and get the lead back. And UNC trying to pull off the upset that they desperately need to try and get some votes in their favor, as they haven't had the most greatest season, and they've kept up with some really high-ranked teams. And if they can get a win tonight, it sure would put everyone's fresh on everyone's mind, as now Illinois is going to get a chance to answer back. And a bunch set here for Illinois. Royal drops back, fires over the middle, and that one is complete over the middle to Ace Shepard, and it'd be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, if you're UNC, you're pretty confident in you're pretty confident in your results so far, being able to hang around with a team like Illinois, who is one of the best offenses in the league.
And as that last play was knocked away at the line of scrimmage, tight end in motion. Royal is going to throw a screen pass to Henry, and he's tackled behind the line. -2 yards, 4th and 7, and what a play and what a stand from this UNC defense.
Yeah, you got to give UNC props, like I said, so far. They're hanging around with a top-rated offense and a top-rated defense in Illinois, so if they, like you said, they could get a win here, they'd put the league on notice, being like, hey, we're just like Syracuse. We can hang with the top teams.
And definitely trying to hang in this game with Illinois, and this defensive stand is putting some pressure on their the opposing team's offense to try and continue getting this lead, as UNC is going to get the ball right around the 36-yard line. Price drops back, throws it over the middle, sheds one tackle as Jackson Brooks picks up 12 yards and a first down for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, Jackson Brooks having himself a good game so far.
Price on the read option, has some room, can't get past that initial defender, able to get 7 though, and it'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, good play option there by Kevin Price just to tuck it and run. Also, a Twitch update. A 1-yard touchdown run for a walk-on for Tennessee. They go for 2 and do not get it. 31-13 Kentucky lead, 5:04 left in the second.
Tennessee trying to call back in that game as that a little bit of a speed option as Price trying to make some plays happen and just gets tackled in the backfield, and it'll be 3rd and 8 right around the 49-yard line. Price drops back, fires a quick screen pass, and that one is closed up quickly. Rocco Rambo, no room to run, and not great blocking upfield, and it'll be 4th and 7 here for the Tar Heels and a punt. And they're going to try and pin them deep. And Andrew, what do you want to see from Illinois? They've had some rocky drives here as of late. They're somewhat deep in their own territory. They're going to need to try and move the ball quick.
I would say just look the way of Jessica Stevens and Josiah Henry. Get those guys involved and let them do their thing.
It's a great pass to Thompson Thunder and drags his toes and picks up a nice gain for a first down.
Yeah, he's on he's on record watch too. He only needs 29 receiving yards. I think that was a 24, so he only needs 5 more receiving yards to be 3rd on the list in school history.
Definitely is. As Henry gets a nice run up the middle and gets a nice gain to make it 2nd and 3. And a handoff up the middle to Henry, and they'll give him the hometown spot. Forward progress as Henry gets, and be 1st and 10 for Illinois.
Yeah, surprisingly, we haven't called Jessica Stevens' name at all yet tonight. So we'll have to see if Royale looks her way.
And definitely going to try and look her way. Royal throws it, and now it's out of bounds. Smart play call. Only 5 missed passes so far tonight, with 2 touchdowns. Minute 51 left. 3 timeouts from both teams, respectively. And they're going to milk some of this clock, looked like, and a delayed handoff up the middle to Henry. Great blocking. 1 man to beat to the 20, and steps out of bounds just short. Henry, 35 yards, and inside the Peach One Sports red zone.
Yeah, and he's got 12 rushes for 81 in the first half.
And he's had a great season. He needs to just run through the defender. Man in motion. Quick screen play, and that was knocked away in the middle. And it looked like number 7, Chris Maxwell, knocks out one away, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good play there by the North Carolina defense. Also, over on Twitch, Mateo Walker with a 12-yard touchdown run for Kentucky. They now lead 38-13 with 3:22 left in the second quarter.
And Kentucky just going right over, and that was a good pass on that last play. It'd be 3rd and 3. Illinois trying to get in the end zone. Audible at the line. Royal fires, and then diving catch. Marco Gonzalez, touchdown, Illinois.
Nice reception there by Marco Gonzalez. I don't know if the dive was really necessary. I think he would have got there anyway. But he just figured out why not make a highlight reel play.
And made that one a highlight play indeed. The PAT is up, and it is good. And they will get the lead back. 28-21, a minute 14 left to go in this half. Both teams still got 3 timeouts. UNC could get the ball and score, try to put some points up before half. And really, Andrew, kind of what do you want to see from UNC trying to get this back to a tie football game as they have 3 timeouts left?
I think if you're UNC, it starts with getting Rocco Rambo involved a little bit more. He's kind of struggling right now, so if you can get him more involved and have Illinois stack the line.
And definitely trying to get him more involved, trying to really get this entire offense more consistently down the field. There's another quick pass over the middle from Price to John Keane, 8 yards, and a timeout from UNC.
Ugh. Fuck, man, I'm tired as hell.
Another quick pass, Jackson Brooks, 4 yards, and another timeout from UNC. Trying to get this ball moving. Price, another quick pass. That one's dropped from Rocco Rambo. 3rd and 6. Still got 1 timeout left. Trying to get this ball rolling. Price fires and pressure incoming. Sacked in the backfield. Timeout from Illinois. And they are going to get the ball back. 2 timeouts and about 50 seconds left to go in this half. Trying to get this ball rolling and get increase their lead even more before halftime.
Yeah, if I'm UNC, I would have held on. I wouldn't have called that second timeout. As soon as they did, I would have held on to it a little bit.
It definitely would have held, could have held on to it, but they did have some to burn. Going to get the ball right around the 39-yard line. Still plenty of the field to go. As Royal going to drop back. Floats that one, and that one's caught. Ace Shepard, 21 yards and a first down, and a great way to stop the clock. And now we're going to booth review that.
It looked like he had his feet down. Could be wrong.
He is definitely in. He had 1 foot in bounds, so that one should stand. We'll see. And it will stand. So Illinois gets a nice pass in right at the 40-yard line. Royal in a 2-by-2 set. Handoff to Henry. Delayed handoff. Only gets 2 yards, and Illinois will call their second timeout.
I see a few people asking in chat, where's Jessica Stevens? She has not had a single reception at all tonight so far.
Definitely. And that one's almost picked off from John Brooks. Be 3rd and 8. And I agree, Jessica Stevens, have not really heard her name tonight, if any at all. And you're going to have to see if she gets more involved in the second half. Screenplay on 3rd down to Henry. Has some room and not enough. Only gets 1 yard. 4th and 8. And they should kick the field goal, and they're going to go for it.
Aggressive play call here by Illinois. They want nothing to risk at all.
Not going for the field goal. Going to take the last shot. Might be Hail Mary time, last second. Has some room, fires, and not deep enough. And there's Jessica Stevens with her first catch. And that will be the end of the second quarter. And it is 28-21. Illinois is up over UNC as we enter the CFSL halftime halftime show. I'm Colton Powell alongside my broadcast partner, Andrew Anderson. And Andrew, tell me what you saw in that first half from both teams.
I'm going to start with UNC. They came out looking a little slow and sluggish, but in the later half of the first quarter and start of the second quarter, they started to show up and started actually to play and show that, hey, we can hang around with a team like Illinois. And then Illinois, they had a few drives where they got stalled out. They got held by UNC to having a punt. And then, Josiah Henry doing what Josiah Henry does best, just running people over.
I agree. Josiah Henry is not having the most crazy game tonight. As you see the first half stats, it's been all Illinois. Besides a turnover battle, it is tied. And really, it has been a lot closer game than the first half stats entail. Make sure you put the threes up in chat as we will head into the third quarter. And Illinois will start this second half with the football, so they couldn't get the 2-for-1. As now they're going to get a decent return right around the 28-yard line. Ace Shepard with a nice return. And Royal and this Illinois offense trying to increase their lead and secure the win. And a handoff to Henry, delayed handoff, runs up the middle, some steady running, patient running, gets 7 yards and be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, 14 of 90 so far for him. Like I said, last week he was 27 for 177 and 3 touchdowns.
And Royal runs over one defender on the read option, only gets 1 yard, and Blake Grant's asking for a Twitch update. We should be able to get one to you here shortly. As Royal drops back, fires, and that was picked off over the head for the defender, and what a play and a way to turn this momentum in the UNC's favor. Dakota LeBlanc gets his first interception of the game, and what a play from this UNC defense.
Yeah, amazing play here by the UNC defense, and I brought it up earlier. Royale, that's only his 6th interception on the year, but he's thrown for 24 touchdowns. That is a really good ratio for a freshman out of it.
He's had himself a great season, even minus the interception. And it's a quick pass to Debo Banks, gets 3 yards. And really, he's Royale. He's had a good season throwing the football where it needs to be, not in these tightrope type of passes, as he's going to have to get his head back in the football game for the freshman. Price in a 2x2 set now. Throws a screenplay, has some room, and that is thrown to Cooper Wiersma, and it's a 9-yard gain, his first of the night, 1st and 10.
Yeah, if you're UNC, you got to get him involved. You got to get Debo Banks, Rocco Rambo. You got to get more people involved.
And a read option here from Kevin Price, 7-yard gain. It'd be 2nd and 3. Price having himself a night so far, both on the ground and decently through the air, trying to find some consistency. And a counter to the right side to Rocco Rambo, sheds 1 tackle, picks up 8 yards, and picks up on 1st down right outside the Phoenix One Sports red zone.
And UNC trying to tie this game. This has been a good game to watch so far, fun game to call.
It's definitely been a fun game. It's been close back and forth. UNC trying to get in the end zone. Read option from Price. Stiff arms 1 defender. Picks up 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
And 9 of 43 and a touchdown for Kevin Price on the ground. He's becoming a really good quarterback here for UNC using his legs.
It's definitely trying to get past the 500 mark on the season. Throws a quick out route to the bottom sideline as Debo Banks called his name a few times tonight, his 5th catch of the night, and be 1st and 10.
Yeah, I would look at number 11, Cooper Wiersma, see if you can get him involved some more too.
And that one's thrown over the middle. The Devo Banks gets 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 4. Throwing it inside the middle of the coverage over the middle of the field. It's a nice little catch there from Devo Banks. Inside the Pace One Sports red zone. Inside the 10-yard line, right at the 5. Still able to pick up a 1st down without getting in. So still got some room to work with. Tight end in motion. Hand off to Rocco Rambo up the middle. Sheds one defender. Touchdown, UNC. And we got ourselves a tie ball game.
And Rocco Rambo doing his best Josiah Henry impression, just stiff-arming the guy who came in to shoot the gap.
And we have a Twitch update for you real quick. A 4-yard touchdown run for Kentucky. The walk-on gets the touchdown. The lead's now 48-13 with 7 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like that game's getting close to be a mercy watch.
It's getting close over there, only in the 3rd quarter. And now Illinois gonna get the football back. Need to calm down, take care of the football. The turnovers have kind of kept this game close. As you see, 1 interception, a forced fumble, and some decent stops to force Illinois to punt the football. As now Illinois is going to be in a bunch set. Royal throws that one out of bounds, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, as you and I have said before in previous broadcasts, Royal, all he needs to do is he just needs to forget that interception, come out here, and play mistake-free football.
2 tight end set, tight end in motion, hand off to Henry, left side, sheds 1 defender, and gets tackled quickly, and he's finally whistled down, and gain of 7, and he's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and Josiah Henry's going to get over the 100-yard mark this game, that's for sure.
And the way he's moving is very plausible. It's now a quick pass on a sit-down route in the middle of the field. Gets a 1st down, and Thomas Banks, what a season he has had. Mr. Old Reliable gets a nice catch for a 1st down. 2-by-1 set, play action. Royal trying to find some room and sacked in the backfield, and that is number 2, Kevin McLeod, with his 1st sack of the night.
Yeah, Kevin McLeod coming down from the D-back spot to get in the backfield there and get the sack on Royal.
And coming from the defensive end position, getting his 3rd sack of the season, which will tie the team in for most sacks. And Royal throws a dangerous pass. That one somehow caught. Jessica Stevens gets her 2nd catch of the night midway through this 3rd quarter, and it'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, if you're Illinois, you want to convert this here so you don't give Tennessee or UNC the ball back.
And screen pass to Henry. Has some room in front of him. Great block. Has 1 man to beat. Sheds 1 defender. Tries to shed the 2nd. Josiah Henry, 34 yards and a touchdown. And that will put him over 100 yards through the air tonight.
Yeah, 6 of 118 through the air tonight for Josiah Henry. I think he's like 15 of 97 on the ground. So he only needs 3 more yards on the ground to hit the 100-yard mark on the ground.
And we shall see if he gets it. As Royal's going to use his legs. Not much room to go. It gets 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 here for Illinois. As Gun in chat says, how can a man that big be fast? Well, a lot of Wheaties that Henry's been eating, as he gets a handoff up the middle, push for a 1st down, picks up 9, and that should put him over the 100-yard mark. It indeed does, and he has 200 yards combined on the ground and through the air. Tight end in motion. Another handoff to Henry. Has some decent blocks. Stiff arms one defender. Picks up 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 6.
Also, to add on to your answer, I mean, if we look at IRL, I mean, look at the size of Derrick Henry when he came out of Bama and came into the draft. He was a big boy, and he could move.
It is true. We've seen some really big players do some move at speeds that they shouldn't. That one's thrown out of the back of the end zone for Royal and be 3rd and 6. They can still get a first down. Only need to get to about the 6 to 5 yard line for Illinois. 3-by-1 look. Screen play here once again from Illinois. Great blocking up front and a missed block from the guard, I believe. Gets 5 yards and just short of a first down.
Yeah, that whole bend don't break mentality worked here for the Tar Heels. They let them get down here, and then they just held them to a simple field goal.
And that field goal only makes this a 3-point game. Still plenty of time left. For 3 minutes left to go in this quarter, and then you got a whole nother quarter to go. So it's anyone's ball game. UNC is going to get the ball, trying to take the lead and try and get themselves into vote-in conversation. So you had plenty of upsets so far tonight, with 2 before this game. As now UNC and Kevin Price going to try and get some more points and move the football. 2-by-2 look. Play action. Price keeps it. Stiff arms one defender into another. Stiff arms another and gets the first down. What a run from Price.
Yeah, it seems like the read option here where Price is keeping the ball seems to be what is giving Illinois a fits. If they could figure out how to stop that, they might be able to hold North Carolina.
And another read option, great blocking, and they will give him the hometown spot. Kevin Price another 10 yards and for another first down. As Steven says, looking like Henry at QB. Price throws a quick pass on an out route to Debo Banks, picks up 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 6 here for UNC.
And Wetzel, almost as good as J-Duke on a bad day.
Or the King of Roses. That is true. As a quick pass from Price, thrown to Debo Banks to the opposite sideline, picks up a nice chunk of yards, and it'd be 3rd and manageable here for UNC. Price drops back, fires, and tiptoeing, looked like he's trying to keep his feet in bounds. He had room in front of him to pick up the first down, and it's going to be 2 yards short and a punt here from UNC.
Yeah, Rocco Rambo had the room to get his feet down and was able to had the room to keep yeah, he had room. He had room. That's what I was trying to say.
It's all good. It has been a battle here tonight, folks. We got 1:31 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Blitz looks like it's incoming from the safety. Handoff to Henry. And it is a decent run, decent defense here from UNC. Only manages to let Henry get 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Three 2-by-1 look, tight end at the top. Tight end in motion. Royal drops back, pressure incoming. Thrown up the middle, breaks one tackle, has some room. What a catch and run. Ace Shepard, 33 yards, and a first down for Illinois.
Yeah, what an amazing ball here by Royal, just being able to hit his target, way to break the tackle, and just turn on the jets and get upfield for a huge gain.
Yeah, it was a nice throw and a nice catch and run from Shepard, as they will now go inside UNC territory. A 2-by-1 look, tight end at the bottom. Handoff to Henry, sheds one tackled and hit at the line of gain. Doesn't get anything on that as Destiny Bus has been all over Henry tonight. As we have a Twitch update for you. A 45-yard touchdown pass to Matt Cavett as Tennessee Tennessee scores. The lead's now 51-20 with Kentucky up, 2:22 left to go in the third quarter. As Henry gets another run up the middle, gets 2 yards and be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, like I said, of all the games I've watched, Josiah Henry has seemed to be the best back in the league.
I think that is undoubtedly correct as Bucko Bonds gets a reception. And as you can make Henry's head explode from hearing that, as that will be the final play of this third quarter. We are in for an exciting conclusion to this football game as Illinois is only up 31-28 over UNC. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back. Put the force up in chat. It is going to be a ball game as Illinois has the football trying to score. Throws it at the backfield as Henry stiff arms one defender all the way to the 1 yard line. What a pass, what a catch, and what a run from Henry.
Somebody's got to check that man for roids. I swear to God, he shouldn't be able to do that out of the backfield.
And a little bit of a turnaround. Christopher Gentry, touchdown, Illinois.
Yeah, a little bit of trickery here in the wide receiver in motion for a jet sweep that ended up working.
Yeah, jet sweep caught UNC off guard, ran up the middle with Gentry, and they will extend this lead to 10 points with 8:41 left to go in this football game.
I have to laugh. Steven said Henry's been our best receiver tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Stevens isn't lying. Henry has gone off, really carried this offense here tonight. Now that their defense can just hold UNC to another punt and put up more points, they'll increase this lead, make this a little bit tougher. UNC definitely needs to score at least a field goal here. Hand off to Rambo. Good blocking, stutter steps, had some room on the outside, only gets 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7.
Looks like you got a fan. Beat It Down is here for you, Colton.
My biggest fan in chat, Beat It Down. How's it going, my man? There's a play action from Price, takes off, has some room. Not able to get much, gets 13 though, and it'll be 1st down for UNC. "15 first downs here for the Tar Heels. Price drops back, fires on a sit down route, stiff arms one, and gets the hometown spot with Shake. Gets 10 yards and another 1st down.
Yeah, it seems like UNC is starting to finally figure out how to move the ball. Just the question is, are they a little too late?
And still plenty of time. Took the read option. What a spear. Speared at the line of scrimmage was Blake Davis, showing his best Roman Reigns impression. And it'll be 2nd and 10 here for UNC.
I wouldn't have said Roman Reigns. That looked more like an RKO than anything.
Hey, it was a plethora of different WWE finishers as a bubble screen, has some room, and a 1st down and passed out of bounds was Debo Banks.
Like I said, this UNC offense seems like they finally figured out how to get the ball moving. Let's see if they can continue and get points on the board and bring it back.
And a counter to the left side was Rambo. Picks up 5 yards, and the clock is ticking. They're inside field goal range, so even if they don't get into the end zone, they can make this a 1-possession ball game. 7 would be better. As a fake handoff and a tight window. What a catch from Jalen Shake. And he somehow able to bring that one in and get inside the PX1 Sports red zone. 3-by-1 look. And a little bit of a read option from Price. Gets 6 yards, and he is inching his way to 100 on the night.
Yeah, I'd really love to see if UNC can get a touchdown here.
They're going to try and get in the end zone. Price scanning. Has an open man on the left sideline. Is John Keane for 3 yards. Just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and inches and just a pinky length away.
Yeah, UNC isn't really good on 3rd down tonight, it said. 3rd and 8.
And another bubble screen. Sheds one defender. Touchdown, John Keane. And they're back in this football game.
I just don't need to say anything because I got proven wrong again.
And that bubble screen has worked so well tonight here for UNC. As even Steven says, it's been terrible defense on the bubble screen, and it has, I won't lie. And that's probably some of the most beautiful executed screens I've seen in the league so far in my short tenure. As Tyler said, best space 3-star in the league. And it really, even if UNC loses this game, I think keeping it close against ranked number 2 Illinois has to have some strength in the voters' minds as if whether or not they might deserve a vote-in spot over some other teams. As it is now 38-35, 6 minutes to go. UNC needs a stop, and if Illinois scores, it's going to be some crunch time for UNC to try and win this football game. As you will see the passing stats here from Royal, 27 for 37, 249, a few touchdowns and an interception, as they are now at the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion. Hand off to Henry. Has some great blocking, gets a first down, sheds a few tackles, gets 18 yards, and a first down for Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois just needs to keep doing this. They just need to keep the ball on the ground, make sure everybody is getting down in bounds so the clock can continue to run.
Beat it down says if you asterisk UNC over USC, and I won't get into that on the call. That's for a different story time, as Henry gets 2 yards and it'll be 2nd and 8. We might have to do a little story time with Colton NLC later, as now Illinois going to bring tight end in motion, bottom and top. Royal drops back, fires it out of the backfield, and I believe that's Thomas Banks for 3 yards and be 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, definitely 3rd and manageable for Josiah Henry if they decide to give it to him.
It'll be a 2-by-2 set. We'll see if they hand it off to Henry up the middle. And they won't. Pressure incoming. And it is a bomb down the field. And that one's almost picked off. Underthrown. Royal underthrew it. And a great deflection from number 3, Dakota LeBlanc.
Yeah, now that UNC gets a chance, they got 4 minutes. They could go down and take this lead with barely any time left and have Illinois with their backs against the wall.
Definitely, and it was a decent return from Rocco Rambo. As now it's getting in the crunch time. We're midway through this 4th quarter. You got 3 timeouts, plenty of clock left. Trying to run this clock out. And a screenplay, and that one's almost to the house the other direction. Justice Hall had the end zone on his mind. Three-by-one look. Read option from Price, and what a hit from number 71. And Jimbo Culver with a nice hit, sending Price to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. Luckily, Price got back up and was able to walk that one off because that one looked like that hurt.
And Jimbo laid the hammer and a deep pass from Price, and it has a man open, has some room in front of him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jackson Brooks, and UNC has the lead.
I think that's the first time we've said that today, huh? Or am I mistaken?
I don't know. It's been back and forth all game, and that was the play they needed. We might see a review. Looked like he might have stepped out of bounds right there, and
I don't know.
it's going to be tough to see. We'll see what the refs are going to do and whether there's a challenge. And they are going to review it. See what they say. Oh,
Ooh,
he
ooh,
might be in.
Nope.
Oh.
he stepped out.
And that one's hard to tell. Well, let's see what the refs have to say. And it is reversed. That long touchdown play called back, and it will still be a first down. Still got a big gain out of that inside Illinois territory. And a read option here from Price. Keeps it. Gets a nice gain of 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that would have been huge for UNC if they had been able to hold on to that.
And definitely, the clock is still ticking, so it might have worked out in their favor. As Price is going to look for a pass. Fires it on a sit-down route. Rocco Rambo trucks one defender. Gets 5 and a first down for the Tar Heels. Three-by-one look here for UNC. Read option once again. Price takes the QB keeper. Gets another 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. And he is 6 yards away from the century mark on the ground. Two-by-two look. Price looking. Fires on a slant route. Tries to get some more yards as Jackson Brooks. 13 yards inside the goal line.
And Jackson Brooks over the century mark tonight for UNC. And over on Twitch, a 2-yard touchdown run for Mateo Walker as Kentucky goes up 65-20 with 5 minutes left in the game.
And Kentucky ran with that game the whole way as that was thrown out of the back of the end zone. Smart play there from Price. And another 2-by-2 look here in goal line. Price looking, has a man open, and a great coverage and great pursuit to Debo Banks. And that's his 10th catch of the night, and it'd be 3rd and goal.
Let's see if Illinois can hold him here and force UNC to have to tie the game.
And a handoff to Rocco Rambo. Runs into the O-line, only gets 1. And I would believe they would go for the field goal. They indeed will. It's a little bit of it's a chip shot. And this should tie the football game with 2:44 to go. And it's a little bit too much time as it is up, and it is good. And we have a tie football game with 2:40 left to go. And Andrew, it's been a ball game here tonight. Number 2 Illinois has had the game handed to, really been back and forth, and UNC has handed it to them all night to try and steal this win away. And what do you expect from Illinois here as they try and take this win?
I'm expecting them to feed Josiah Henry and let him cook.
Defrey as a quick pass to Stevens over the middle, gets 10 yards roughly, and it'll be 2nd and inches.
Yeah, getting Josiah Henry and, of course, Jessica Stevens more involved.
And a bunch set here for Illinois. Fake handoff, throws it to the flat, and that one's quickly tackled and swallowed up. Marco Gonzalez with the catch. I believe that was number 7, Chris Maxwell, with a nice tackle, and makes it 3rd and 1.
This would be huge here if Illinois is held to having to punt the ball.
Definitely, as a quick pass over the middle, and that one is caught, and a first down for Ace Shepard. Picks up 5, and they were in the hurry up.
Ace Shepard having himself a game. 6 receptions, 81 yards.
And a quick pass to the right side, another pass to Ace Shepard, 8 yards, and they're going to continue being in a hurry up, trying to get in field goal range as they might try and kick a field goal to end the game. A quick pass dump off to Cy Henry, 6 yards, first down, right around the 42-yard line.
That's insane. 9 receptions, 161 yards for a running back.
That is crazy. As that one's thrown once again to Ace Shepard, 18 yards this time, and that will put him over the century mark. First down, Illinois.
This Illinois team is one of the best well-rounded teams I have seen in all the games I've called this in this season so far.
Yeah, they are very well-rounded. It's kind of hard to game plan for them. And a 2-by-1 look, top to bottom. Tight end in motion. Royal drops back, fires it over the middle. Quickly tackled as Justice Hall for 5 yards. Clock is still ticking. Need to try and hold Illinois, or even if they let them score quickly, you got 3 timeouts. You just don't need to let them chip this clock away as a handoff to the backup, and that's going to be Bucko Bonds, picks up a first down. And this clock management is not looking all that good.
Are we about to go to OT?
We're about to see. We're going to go to OT. No!
Oh!
1 second left. Timeout, Illinois. They're going to try kicking the field goal to win the game. It is up. And it is good. Illinois wins the football game. What a way to end it. Illinois wins it by a field goal, 41-38. And comes into Chapel Hill and steals a win away from the Tar Heels. Andrew, give me your thoughts.
I'm speechless. That looked like that was gonna be an overtime game, but Illinois called the timeout with 1 second left, and hell of a fight by North Carolina. I would definitely say a performance like this has swayed possibly swayed some of the voters.
I definitely agree with that, as Illinois is going to win their rivalry week game, and as they should stay ranked number 2. But the way they played tonight, we shall see, is 41-38. Illinois taking the win. I'd like to thank my associate producer Austin Crow, my executive producer Mike Peters, and my broadcast partner Andrew Anderson. I'm Colton Powell. And we have some more games tomorrow night at 5:30 Central Time as Ohio State and Michigan. And then at, I believe, 7:30, we have the Iron Bowl, Auburn and Alabama. We'll see y'all then.